What's up, Justin? Josh, I'm right on time. You're late. Sup, bruh? Oh, bruh. What's going on, everybody? Oh, shit. Somebody knows what time it is. Oh, let me pick this thing up real quick. Oh, bruh. What's up, bruh? Where you going? Oh, shit. Here they are, everyone. What's up, dudes? Come on, guys. Boris, Willie's blocking the camera with his big butt. Willie. Here you go, Boris. Willie. Boris. Willie. 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 Yeah. Or Willie. Willie. Boris. Well, Willie's hogging them all. Come on, if y'all could see what's going on here. Here you go, Boris. Alright, a couple more, that's it. No, get him. Over here. Willie is hogging the camera. Oh boy. There you go, buddy. Boris. Alright, one more for Will. Willie. There you go. Alright, that's it, dudes. That's all y'all can have tonight. Was that delicious or what? Was that freaking delicious? Willis? Willie. All right. That was kind of crazy. Guitar pick on the floor. Yes, there's guitar picks all over the floor in this room. Unfortunately, I've been having butterfingers. Call me butterfingers. Dropping picks all over. Yes, RS Kiss. Dallas in 2 weeks. I'm ready. Hell yes. Good shit. Alright. Let's take a couple of questions before we start talking about some things. I don't have an attic, Jason. Alright. Let's see. Josh 5180 has a question. We're going to start it off like this. Thoughts on Corey Taylor saying he would like to work with you? Well, Josh, my thoughts on working with Corey Taylor is, I'm willing to work with anybody. If I feel that the project would come out pretty sick, why not? But who knows what might happen. I don't really see that happening anytime soon. Due to Corey Taylor's a big rock star and I'm not. I'm some dude that lives in Louisiana. So I don't know. We'd have to see what his ideas would be musically to start working. I mean, I'm not opposed to it at all. Like I said, I'm willing to work with anybody if I think the project will be awesome. But who knows? Who knows? I cannot answer that question. So if you talk to Corey Taylor, tell him to give me a call and we'll discuss it and see what he has in mind. All right, PRKL666 is a great question. It says, do I watch VTuber? No, I do not. Mr. Walnut 1518 says, do I ever write any lyrics for Goatwhore? And if so, what's the process like for me? Okay. So, I write a little bit of lyrics for Goatwhore here and there. It depends on how much material Ben has written. And that depends on how much he has written. Or if he's unsure about a spot that he's working on and asks, if I have anything. Yes, but my process of writing the lyrics for Goatwhore, it's not like I'll sit there. It's very rarely that I'll sit there and, have a riff or a part and, write lyrics to it. It's not very often. Every once in a while, I'll hear a vocal pattern in my head, then try to place the lyrics in the vocal pattern. Majority of the time is that I'll just have random thoughts that will come down and I'll write them down the best that I can make sense out of them. And then I'll just have a notebook full of, just phrases or lines or, and sometimes it'll just start off with one line that I have written and it'll just sit there and then I'll add to it and I'll add to it over time. And it's not really like when I write it, it's not like I'm thinking about it in the context of a song. It's just thoughts, So that's basically how I do it a lot of the time. Not very often I'll have a riff and then I'll hear the vocal pattern, but I won't know what lyrics they are. And then I'll come back, I'll kind of enunciate the vocal pattern on the riff, then try to place lyrics in the phrasing. That's sometimes how I do it. Majority of the time, I just have a sheet of freaking lyrics of just shit. Half the time, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I sit down and try to fit that over the riff and try to maybe change a couple of words to make it more cohesive. But yeah, that's basically the process. So thank you for the question. Let's see. Mandy81X has a great question. Says, will you still be doing Sammy Sundays while I'm on tour? And I will certainly try to do Sammy Sundays while I'm on tour. We have these shows coming up in Texas. I'm going to try to stream every night, at least for a little while, at the venues that we're playing at. I might do it during sound check. I might do it right before we're going on stage getting ready. But every night for that week of show, for five shows, if I'm able to, I'm going to try to stream every night or every day, possibly, depending on what's going on, while we're there, and kind of show you a process of what goes into a Goatwhore show, so to speak. So just keep an eye out on my stuff while we're doing those Texas shows, and try to make that happen. Kind of like what I was doing in the studios, kind of just popping up randomly. Well, no, I was coming up on Sundays, but while we're, when we're doing those shows, we're going to have a lot of downtime, like between sound check and between showtime. So I'm sure I'm going to have squeeze in a little live stream here and there, and, show you how the excitement that goes on backstage. All right, what is this? ZZL Elton ZZL. I can't pronounce your shit, dude. Elitons. ZZ Elitons. Alright, yeah. Don't mind me, I'm sorry. Would you work with Hank 3 on anything? Yes, I would love to work with Hank 3 on something, but something very heavy. I think he's got the whole country and western thing down to science, so I don't need to be fucking with that shit. But doing a project with Hank 3 would probably be pretty fun. It would probably be very different. I know, some of the heavy stuff that he was doing was pretty interesting. So, I think it would be pretty fun to see what would happen if me and him got together and, jammed and saw maybe what came from it. So we will see. But I like Hank on a personal level. He's a very, very, very cool guy. Alright. Shitwad2 says, was Kirk Winstein a toilet clogger? I mean, Shitwad. We're all toilet cloggers at one point in our life. So, hold on. Fucking Patrick Sheridan from Fit for an Autopsy's fucking with me right now. Hold on. We'll make him wait. So we're all at one point or another in our lives a toilet clogger. So I'm sure he was a toilet clogger at one time in his life. And I'm sure you were a toilet clogger at one time in your life. So don't hate the player, hate the game. Lieutenant Dan, man, asks, do I speak French? I don't really anymore. I used to when I was young. I can't really remember a whole lot of it. But, being that I was raised around my grandparents, my grandmothers in general, they spoke very fluent Cajun French. So, it was I kind of picked up on a lot of stuff. But as far as me, like right off the top of my head, trying to remember some French, Cajun French in specific, no. I can't remember that stuff, man. That was a long time ago. So, yeah. All right. So, man. Crispy Vibing has a great question. It says, what was the funniest moment on tour that made you laugh really hard? Man, that's a hard freaking question to answer because there's a lot of funny shit that happens all the time. One story that just pops into my head that it's funny now. It kind of wasn't it was sort of funny at the time, but now it's really funny. Was that when I was on tour with Crowbar, and maybe it was 1999, something like that. We were on tour with SOD, and we were in Cleveland. Okay, and we got done playing. It was a really good show. We had sold like a fucking fuckload of fucking merchandise. So, Mr. Weinstein, as we were speaking about earlier, had a little bit to drink that evening. Let's just put it that way. And, we're getting ready to leave. Everybody's in the van, and the way that we had the van set up is that Ben Falgood, the singer of Goatwhore, was driving us because we were renting his van and his trailer, and Todd Strange would sit in the passenger seat. And in the back of the van, there were no seats. It was just mattresses. So everybody would just get in the van and lay down or sit up and just, everybody have somewhere to stretch out. So back there, it was Kirk Weinstein was in the back with me. Sid Muntz was playing drums at the time, so I was in between those two guys, and a guy named Frey Thullier was teching for us, so he was in the back with us as well. So basically, it was just a floor and mattresses on the floor, and all our sleeping bags on top of the mattresses, and we all lay down. So Kirk gets into. I'm already in the van. I'm laying in my spot, and on this side of me was Frey. And on this side of me was Kirk, and Kirk was right by the door. He was right in back of the driver's seats, because he pees a lot. So instead of him having to jump over everybody and get out, we just like, dude, just take the spot right by the door. That way you gotta pee, you get out, no problem. So he was laying right there. I was laying on the side of him. And like I said, we did really good on merchandise. He had a little bit to drink. So we had this ice chest full of beer that was between the two seats. But at the time, Ben and Todd were counting the merch money. So they had all this money set up on top of the ice chest. And Ben's like, tells Kirk, he's like, Kirk, man, we did really good on merch tonight, man. It was like, it's fucking like stacks of money on top of this fucking ice chest. And Kirk's like, all right, son, would you grab me a cold one out that ice chest and celebrate? And Ben goes, give me a minute because we're counting all this money. We got it all in the ice chest, give us a few minutes. And Kirk was like, now, goddammit, I want a goddamn beer now. So he's going on about want the beer. They have like this fucking ridiculous amount of money on top of the ice chest. So Kirk ends up getting pissed off, okay? And he swings his arms like that and punches me in the nose on accident because he was laying on his back and I was laying on the side of him, and basically his arm just like hit me in the face because he fucking swung his arms and got up. And I was like, fucking goddamn it, dude. Okay? That's not the funny part yet. So he's like, and he's yelling at Ben. He's like, you give me a goddamn beer right now. I'm going to kick your fucking ass. And Ben said something smart ass to him. He's like, don't let your mouth try to check that your ass can't cash. So what happens is Kirk jumps out of the van, swings open the door, jumps out the van, slams the door, goes around to go to the driver's seat, and is trying to get the door open to get Ben out of the driver's seat. And Ben has it's one of those old school fucking locking mechanisms on the fucking driver's seat door where you push it down. And Ben, as he saw him walk around, Ben locked the door and has his finger on the lock and is going, fuck you, man. And yeah, and Kirk was out there having a fit, grabbing on the door. I'll kick your ass. Come out of here, motherfucker. And yeah, that to me was a funny story now, but at the time it was pretty ridiculous. You know, I got slammed in the nose. I'm freaking out because I was like asleep when he hit me in the fucking face, and I wake up to this and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I look at Ben when fucking Kirk was running around the van trying to get him out the van to beat him up, and Ben has his finger on the lock just flicking him off. I thought that was pretty funny. So yeah, it's just one of many funny stories. Funny shit happens all the time on tour. So that thrash metal guys has a great question. This is opinion on Master, the band Master, Paul motherfucking Speckman. Yes, I love Master. Actually, Master used to stay with me when they we did a bunch of shows with them when Acid Bath was around, and with Goatwhore as well. And they used to, when they'd come to Louisiana, they would stay where I was staying. And I can tell you that Paul Speckman can cook a mean-ass chili. I can tell you that. Yes, Master, one of my favorite bands of all time. Yes, good stuff. Alright, what's this? Keith Thompson 8112 has a great question. Says, do you think you'll be 80 and still rocking out on stage? And I will tell you that I hope so. You know, I will continue to play music as long as I'm physically as long as it's physically possible for me to play music. I will play music. This is what I do. This is why I was on this fucking planet. So, yes. So if I'm 80 and I'm still able to get on stage and physically play, you can count on that I will be there. All right. Let's see. All right. Mandy81X. So let's talk about this. This week we lost a very, excuse me. We lost a very, very, very important person. And, you know, I didn't mean to get all choked up about this. But Hollis Murphy passed away this week. And, if those of you who don't know who Hollis Murphy is, Hollis Murphy was basically a staple in this New Orleans scene. I mean, I've been knowing him since he was not even old enough to get into bars. So, Hollis Murphy, may he rest wherever he's resting. But those of you who don't know who Hollis Murphy is, like I said, he was a staple in this scene. He was a huge supporter of this scene. He was like at almost every show. You know, he would travel the United States. I don't know if he ever made it to overseas or not. I know he would go to like the Maryland Death Fest. I mean, I've ran into him out of state at shows that I didn't expect to see him at. But my favorite Hollis Murphy story. Let's do this. Okay, so Goatwhore, used to play the Cypress Hall. It was a place, it was an all ages venue in Metairie, Louisiana. So we play there every once in a while. So we were doing this show there, and I had just gotten a brand new Jackson guitar. Like, it was like brand new. Like, it was pretty fucking amazing guitar. So I was all stoked about having this guitar, and I had it sit in back of the PA speakers on a stand. And I was like, I'm not going to play it on stage. I might play it towards the end of the set. I don't want to get it messed up. The stage is kind of small, blah, 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 blah. So I had it on the stand behind the PA stacks. And we start playing, okay? And Hollis Murphy, being that he is Hollis Murphy, he is the first motherfucker to start the fucking pit. That's Hollis for you. That was Hollis. He would be the first one. Like, if the crowd was standing there doing nothing and the band was amazing and everything was going good, he was the first motherfucker that would just start fucking slamming and throwing people around and having a good time. So Hollis Murphy, I saw him. He was right in the corner right here in front of me. And I could see it in his eyes. You know, he was ready. So we start playing. He starts slamming. And mind you, Hollis was not a small guy. Hollis was a big boy. So shit starts fucking getting wild. I see Hollis in there. Shit's getting crazy. Then something happened where Hollis falls into the PA stack that is right in front of my brand new Jackson. And the PA stack, Hollis hits the PA stack. It was like dominoes. Hollis hits the PA stack. The PA stack falls and falls on top of my brand new Jackson. And everything stopped. And I remember going up to him, I was like, dude, if my new guitar's fucked up, I'm going to fucking beat you up. And we get all the stuff sorted out to get the PA set back up. And you know what? The guitar didn't have a scratch on it. Can you believe that? So that's probably my favorite Hollis Murphy story, is that the time he knocked the PA stack on top of my brand new expensive Jackson that I had just gotten. And I thought the guitar was just shredded. I just thought the guitar was gone. And I hadn't even had it for like a month. And I was a little upset. But, you know, the guitar was fine. You know, and ever since then, me and Hollis have been very good friends. So, you know, it's real. I'm still real bummed that, you know, what happened. But, you know, Hollis, I'm just glad. I feel fortunate for the time that I got to spend with that man, because any of you who knew that guy out there, this guy was an amazing human being. You know, there was not another person on this planet like Hollis. And I wish there were more people on this planet like Hollis. But that's my favorite Hollis Murphy story. That thrash metal guy has a question, or he has a statement. He says, bring back Walpurgis Act. Well, you should probably go tell that to Paul Speckman, because I would love to do Walpurgis Act again. Paul and Sage Johnson would have to be on drums as well, because I think Sage Johnson is playing in Bloodsaw now. So we'd have to do a Walpurgis Act original lineup of myself, Paul Speckman, and Sage Johnson. So Paul Speckman, contact Paul Speckman. Tell him I said that we need to do Walpurgis Act again, because I keep asking him about it. And he fucking keeps on fucking blowing it off. So the fans speak louder. So go bug Paul Speckman if you want fucking Walpurgis Act. All right. PRKL666 says, thoughts on overseas acid bath fans? I did not know there were overseas acid bath fans. I'm sorry. I know that it didn't do well at first in Europe, but I have no idea how it's doing in Europe now. I know Australia, we had a pretty good fan base in Australia when we were together, even though we didn't play there. I know that it was pretty good out there. But as far as overseas, like Europe, I had no idea that anyone cared. So my thoughts on that is, I'm surprised. So yeah, that's my thoughts. There you go. Let's go to the bottom, bros. Alright, what do we got here? Alright. Esla Rockna, my main man. Esla Rockna says, thoughts on Fishman pickups, bruh. My thoughts on Fishman pickups are, I don't like them. They're too clean, man. I like a little bit of muddiness in my sound, a little bit of looseness, a little bit of nastiness. The Fishmans that I did try, which ones? I tried the ceramic and the Alnico, and I swapped them out. I had the Alnico in the neck, and the ceramic one in the bridge. I think they were the moderns, the Fishman moderns. They came in a guitar. I don't know. I didn't like them. I took them out after like a fucking couple of days because I did not like them. I wanted to like them, but they were just not for me. I know people that swear by them, that love them, and that's great. I do not like them. Drop Dead Damn It has a question. Says, where did I get this Samhain shirt, man? There was some website or this t-shirt company that was doing a lot of bootleg shirts that were doing like a going out of business sale. I forget the name of them. Oh man, Teen and Complete possibly or something like that. I don't remember. But they were going out of business, and I got a notification or an email from them, and I was on their email list, and it was, we're getting ready to shut this shit down, so if you want a shirt, order it now, or you ain't gonna be able to get it. So I saw the Samhain skeleton, it was on sale, and I was like, yes, buy it now. So that's where I got it. I forgot. It was like, you can't get them anymore because the place went out of business. So I got it. I was lucked out. So there you go. Sorry about that. But I'm sure you could find them if you search around. It's a pretty common design. Yeah, bro. Let's see. Patient 85 has a question. Said, thoughts on Joey Jordison passing? It's always sad when a musician passes, or anybody passes away, I should say. But it just, my thoughts on Joey Jordison passing. He was a fantastic drummer. You listen to the Slipknot albums, with him playing on them, he's pretty much the highlight of the fucking record. If you're an extreme metal fan like myself, he's an amazing drummer. I never had the opportunity to meet him. But I heard a story a long time ago. This is just a story that when the eclipse of ages into black had just came out, okay, and Slipknot was on tour, and apparently Joey Jordison went into a record store in like Colorado, if I remember correctly, and was trying to steal the Goatwhore CD out of the store. I don't know why he would want to steal it. I mean, I don't know if Slipknot at that time wasn't making a whole bunch of money or whatever. It was a long time ago. It was like, But apparently, rumor has it that he tried to steal Goatwhore, the Eclipse of Ages into Black, from a record store, like right when it got released. So, my thoughts on him passing, it's always sad, man. It's, but, what can you do? But anyway. Alright, Josh Brum 1 got a great question. Says, do you put tomatoes in your gumbo? No. What? Dude, that's like grounds for a fucking ass whipping, man. Putting tomatoes in gumbo? Nah, bro. You got it all wrong. You trying to make fucking pasta sauce or something, man? Come on. Alright, Fake Acid Bath Police has a great question. It says, what Goatwhore songs have you never played live before? At one point in time, we have probably played every song that we've written live at some point in time. I think the only one that I'm really thinking off the top of my head that we haven't played was When the Sun is Silent off of Vengeful Ascension. I think that's the only song that we haven't played live yet. Everything else, pretty much we played it at least once live in front of a crowd. But for that song, I don't know why we've never really played it live. But yeah, that's pretty much the only one I can think off the top of my head that we haven't played live. And the reason for not playing it live is I don't know. Who knows why we haven't played it? We might play it live soon. You never know. Let's see. The Devil's Twerk. That's a good question. What's up, bro? Dude? Where you going? Hey. What's up, dude? Willie. What's going on, bro? Sorry, we're taking a Willie break. What's going on, bro? What's happening, bro? Oh, bro. Willie. Willie. Yeah. Oh, uh-oh. Boris. 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 Willie. Boris. Willie. Boris. Alright. So anyway, let's get back to it. The Devil's Twerk has a great question. It says, Goatwhore and Savage Master tour. Fuck yes. What I would like to see happen would be Goatwhore, Savage Master, and Necrot. Something like that. I think that would be a fantastic tour. But yes, I would love to tour with Savage Master. Absolutely. You never know what might happen. Fucking start touring again. If you motherfuckers would start getting your vaccines, we could start touring again. Don't mind me. I don't want to hear all your political crap about the vaccine. Please spare me, okay? I just want to start playing live again. So, Goatwhore and Savage Master, when we can tour again, would be absolutely fantastic. Yes, I support that idea, and you never know what might happen. But Cole, that we have definitely talked about bringing Savage Master out with us. That is definitely not a new subject. Let's see. Let's see what we got. All right, Dustin Choate has a good question. It says, do you remember what you were doing when you heard about Dime's passing? Well, yes, I do. I was actually sleeping, and it was real late at night, real late at night, and this guy that would work sound for us on tour called me. I remember the phone ringing. It was like 3 in the morning or something crazy like that. And this guy that used to work for us was calling me, and like the phone kept ringing. And I answered the phone. I'm like, dude, what the fuck's going on? And he's like, dude, Dimebag's dead. Somebody shot Dime in the head. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? He's like, no, I'm dead serious. Somebody killed Dimebag on stage. And I'm like, man, are you fucking wasted? What the fuck's wrong with you, man? And he's like, I'm dead fucking serious. And I was like, alright, look, I'm gonna go back to sleep. I can't fucking process this right now because I'm half asleep. So sure enough, I woke up the next day. There was the news everywhere that Dimebag had gotten shot. So yes, I was in my house sleeping when Dime passed away. So yeah, I almost didn't want to believe it at first. I was like, is this dude drunk? I mean, something's going on. That doesn't seem right, But then, next day, all of a sudden, it's all over the place, unfortunately. Alright, we're going to take a couple more questions and shut this down. Alright, let's see. Swisher Splitter got a question. Says, are you ready to fuck up Texas? Got my tickets for Corpus. I will see you in Corpus, my friend. And yes, I am fucking ready to fucking fuck Texas up bad. So, yes, I am. I'm ready. Are you ready to get fucked up? Let's see. Oh, man. All right. Robert T. Lakey, or Robert Lakey, says, besides my Carina V, do you have any guitars that aren't black? Other favorite colors for a guitar? Yes, I have a couple of guitars that aren't black. Yes, majority of them are. Let me think. I have a Charvel 3DR that is in Fire Crackle. That is a old, fantastic 80s guitar. I also have an Ormsby Metal X that is in Red Crackle. that is fantastic. I have the JML Doombird that is a red burst, so that's not black. I also have one of those new Jackson Rhodes Pros in the red crackle. That one's not black. Let me see what else. Let me look around. Man, there's a lot of black shit. I have a ESP EX that is oil finished. So that one's not black. And I also have something coming very soon from RIP Guitars, Radical Instrument Product Guitars, that is not going to be black. I think he might have posted some pictures of it recently, but that should be here shortly. So that one's not black. So if it's not black, it's red and black or red, because those are my colors. Yeah, bruh. Alright, so Dead Beauty has a great question. It says, favorite hot sauce? Well, Dead Beauty, I'm glad you asked that question. My favorite hot sauce is the Elijah Extremes Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. My good friend Cole Myers, and he's known as the Devil's Twerk on here, sent me a 3-pack of the Elijah Extreme hot sauces. And it came with the Ghost Pepper, the Scorpion Pepper, and the Extreme Regret. But my favorite out of the 3 is the Elijah Extremes Ghost Pepper hot sauce. My second would be the Extreme Regret. That stuff tastes amazing, but when that heat kicks in, you'll definitely feel it. If that Extreme Regret wasn't so goddamn hot, that would be my favorite hot sauce. All right, bruhs. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see. Big Nub Toro has a question. It's his favorite Merciful Fate King Diamond album. My favorite Merciful Fate album is definitely Don't Break the Oath. That album is amazing. If you haven't heard this record, you need to go listen. You need to stop watching me and go listen to this record. It's a great album. Fantastic occult-based heavy metal. It's fantastic. My favorite King Diamond album is Them. So, there you go. Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath, King Diamond, Them. Guitar playing on Them is just out of fucking control. The drumming on that record is out of control. Mickey D is just killing shit on that record. I remember Zach Nolan describing Mickey D's drum playing on Them as a sport. It's like Zach Nolan said, it's like he's playing a sport. So yes, King Diamond, Them, Merciful Fate, Don't Break the Oath. Start there. Okay, MK Ultra Cal has a great question. Opinion on Chris Barnes and 6 Feet Under. So my opinion on Chris Barnes and 6 Feet Under would be, Those of you who know what I'm talking about, know what I'm talking about. That's my opinion. Let's see, bruh. Alright, MK Ultra Cow has another question. Says, opinions on Tony Chachere's seasoning. I like Tony Chachere's seasoning, but I recently got something that is better than Tony's. The Justin Wilson, I think it's a habanero one. If you can find that, the Justin Wilson habanero garlic possibly. It's a habanero Justin Wilson seasoning. That one kills the Tony Chachere's. I was a big Tony Chachere's fan for a long time. If you don't know what Tony Chachere's seasoning is, it's a little canister of like some salt. It's like a little seasoning thing. It's not salt, it's like a seasoning. And you put it on anything and it tastes great. But Justin Wilson came up with his own seasoning, and I got the habanero one. Trust me, Tony Chachere's is good, but the Justin Wilson habanero one is fucking fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, bro. Hold on, I'm going through these questions. I'm going to pick up a couple of some questions out before we shut this down, y'all. Did y'all just see that? Willie just ran through here like the house is on fire. Alright, hold on. Let me find something good. Alright. Unquiet Skull 1 says, thoughts on Godflesh? I love Godflesh. Godflesh, Justin Broderick is a fucking genius. I love Godflesh, especially Street Cleaner. Street Cleaner is my favorite one. What was the one? Pure? Pure is a great album as well. Yeah. But I really like the older Godflesh stuff. Some of the stuff they started getting a little bit too weird for me. I like the more raw, kind of grindcore-ish, inspired industrial grindcore, as they like to call it. Yes, Street Cleaner by Godflesh is good. Go listen to that record too. That's very, very heavy, dark, dismal record. So let's see. Let's zip through a couple more and then we're going to call this a night, people. I'd like to thank everybody for hanging out with me. Let's see. Alright, Hammer Band Official wants to see the BC Rich, the black one, the bitch. And how about this? How about next Sunday, I'll bust out a bunch of guitars that I don't normally, you wouldn't expect me to have. And I'll bust out the BC Rich. Sound cool? I'll bust out all the crackle things. I'll bust out a lot of the non-black ones and a couple of the black ones. Does that sound like it'd be a fun time to you guys? I mean, it's a fun time to me. So, let's do that next Sunday. Thank y'all for tuning in. This has been a good one. Yeah. had fun tonight. Yes, next Sunday I'm gonna bust out some weird guitars. I'm gonna bust out the JML Doombird. We're gonna bust out the BC Rich Bitch. What else? I'll pick a bunch of weird shit for you guys to fucking check out. Does that sound cool? I mean, it sounds cool to me. So let's do that next Sunday. So I can't really get to shit. It's all piled up, man. It's hard to get in here. It's hard to get to some of the guitars in here. Room is not something I have a whole lot of, thanks to all these guitars. But yeah. So thanks everybody for tuning in, hanging out. Had a good time with you guys. Yes, the RR Crackle, got you, no problem. Gonna bust that out too. Dead Beauty, good night. That thrash metal guy, good night. Mr. Walnut, everybody. Yeah. Yes. Jaws Grind. I'm gonna upload this on my thing. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to delete it like I've done in the past. So yeah, everybody have a great week. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next Sunday. And yeah, you guys have a good week this week coming up. And there should be some interesting posts this week coming up. I think we start Goatwhore rehearsal on Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll try to post some pictures of the process of that whole situation. So yeah. Anyway, you guys have a great week. Guys, be safe. And